Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I wanted to bring to you a new fragrance from the House of Brandt. And it is called Summer Street. And I got the 10 ml decant. And this is the box it comes in. And it's a beautiful little travel size. I really like this because even on their travel size bottles, they seem to be a very nice quality. And the sprayer is also very nice. Let me see if you can see that when I film it. It's a lovely, lovely fragrance. The top notes in Summer Street has bergamot, cassis, which is blackcurrant, and apricot jam. You also have Divana. Middle notes, rose, mugget, night blooming jasmine, and honeysuckle, one of my favorites. Base notes, benzoin, cedarwood, vanilla, and Spanish honey. Summer Street is a newest addition to the House of Brandt. I ordered this 10 ml decant, and this is kind of my first impression for you. The quality of the fragrances from the House of Brandt seem to be quite nice. Their offerings are guava sorbet, which I do have and I love very much. Also, Clee, I think that's how you say it, and that's a clean, fresh fragrance. Then you have Bois Santal, which is a very nice woody, a soft woody fragrance, which I also really enjoy. However, if you have a tendency to find that some sandalwoods are just not quite what you're looking for, maybe they turn unpleasant, and it's just not pleasant, it becomes maybe more prickly, you may not like the sandalwood Bois Santal. Now it does not do that on me. On me it's a very soft woody scent that's quite pleasant. And if I'm in the market for a new sandalwood scent, I'm definitely going to order the full-size bottle. I have it currently in a 10 ml decant, but it's quite beautiful, soft, and smooth to me. And the potency that I've experienced with their fragrance is very nice. They're long-lasting, the ones that I have, and I think it's kind of, you may find the 10 ml decant in any of their fragrances, maybe all that you need, depending on how many fragrances you have, and you know, if you want to use it a lot during that particular season. Guava sorbet, I have not even had to use much of it, and I've used it several times. Quite beautiful. They're all very aesthetically pleasing with the clean, sleek lines, which I enjoy. Now, Summer Street opens very brightly with the bergamot and the cassis, which is that blackcurrant. It's also a juicy type of fragrance. Summer Street opens brightly with bergamot and cassis, which is blackcurrant, which lends the fragrance its sweetness. Also, there's an apricot jam, which I do get. I can detect the apricot in it. And you get the oh-so-summery Divana, which I enjoy. Divana is a perfect companion to that summery honeysuckle, kind of like with Joe Malone's Honeysuckle and Divana. Beautiful fragrance. It gives, for me, when I smell the Divana and the honeysuckle, it really gives me vibes of that carefree childhood summertime I had. The incorporation of the mugget, which is lily of the valley, gives it a delicate, fresh, almost ethereal type of fragrance. Although it's definitely a summer fragrance, the middle notes have a lovely velvety jasmine, a rose that I think is feminine grace, mugget, and then my favorite summer note of honeysuckle. It smells like summer air to me. As I've mentioned in the past, if honeysuckle is in a fragrance, then I want it, I need it, and I have to have it. Almost before I even read the other notes. That's how much I love honeysuckle. And Divana is that perfect companion to the honeysuckle, and it gives me, like I said, those summertime vibes. The incorporation of mugget, the lily of the valley, gives it that delicate, fresh, ethereal type of feel. That delicate flower from Lily of the Valley, which I think is so pretty to look at, it can't actually be used for direct essential oil extractions. Therefore, mugget, note in fragrances, are reconstructed by the perfumer using various synthetic aroma chemicals and other somewhat natural materials. And that allows the perfumers to really capture the essence of that particular flower and really capture the essence of that lily of the valley, which is the flower's kind of fleeting scent. And they can integrate it into more complex compositions, which I do believe this one is. Mugget is a very versatile note that can be found in a wide variety of perfumes, from fresh and light compositions to even more complex floral bouquets. It's often paired with other florals, like in this one with the jasmine and rose, or even in green or musky accents. It really helps to make that lily of the valley shine just a little bit with it being such a delicate flower. This one has a very bright and fruity top and middle floral heart that leads us to the base of benzoin for the lasting power and also that tantalizing honey and vanilla. And I do love honey notes as well as vanilla. Then we come down to the woody favorite of mine, which is cedarwood. And that cedarwood reminds me of walking in a forest and breathing the air. So basically forest air, which I really enjoy. I find Summer Street does remind me of that time in childhood when school is out and the breeze, summer breeze, is scented with all things that are good in the summer. I think 3 words for this fragrance would be summertime, it's enchanting, and inviting. I do think this will have the lasting power of their other fragrances. It is difficult, if not impossible, to get in touch with their customer service. And that's the only thing I would say about the House of Brandt. I placed a duplicate order of Klee in the past, and I did not realize that the order went through. It just seemed to give me that spinning signal that we get when we place an order sometimes. So I went ahead and I placed another order thinking the first one didn't go through, but it did. So I ended up with this second bottle of Klee that I have not opened, because I thought I would be able to send it back. And I sent in a couple of emails to the site indicated to their website, through their website. I tried to send a couple of emails and I never received a response. So that's the downside that I've experienced from the House of Brandt. Other than that, I will say their fragrances have been long-lasting, very good sillage, and their scents are very nice, and I find that I like so many of them. If the fragrance, and I'm not sure that this one being brand new, is available on Lucky Scents or maybe Twisted Lily, but some of their other fragrances are. And if you can purchase it via another method like Lucky Scent or Twisted Lily, I would encourage you to do that. In case you have any issues or any problems at all, you can get those addressed probably quicker than just going through their website. I'd hate for you to have the experience that I did and just never receive a response. But once again, I think this particular fragrance, which is Summer Street, first of all, the name is very appropriate for the fragrance juice inside. The bottle color is also quite summery to me. Everything else about the scent, I would say, is top notch, along with the other fragrances I do have from the House of Brandt. I hope this is helpful to you, and if you have found something helpful in this video to you, please like, share, and subscribe. It's very encouraging to me when I can see your comments or get the thumbs up. That just makes me feel like you guys are listening, and I so appreciate that. I would love to know in the comments if you have any of their fragrances, if you're interested in trying any of them, and what do you think about it. And I am going to quickly plug Guava Sorbet again, which is absolutely heavenly, and it is a very strong guava scent that if you're looking for that, I would say this is the perfect guava scent to me. I think Summer Street will be a hit along with all of their other scents. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next fragrance video, my fragrance friends. Goodbye.